I feel like breaking rules on the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about it.
Good morning, everyone. What is up, and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and today I have a kitchen clean with me. Just a quick little motivational video to get you up to tackle your to-do list for today. Now, if this is your first time here, hey, what's up? I'm Liz. I am a New England mama. We reside in New Hampshire. I am the mother of Irish twin girls, and we are an apartment living family. Now, if that piqued your interest, I highly suggest you subscribe, turn your post notifications on to all. That way you know whenever I upload. I upload mainly on Sundays, but I do sometimes do some videos here and there, everywhere in between. So, this channel is all about motherhood, lifestyle, all of the above. Now, obviously today I told you I'm focusing on the kitchen. So you just saw me take care of some dishes. Now I'm going to wipe down my coffee bar. If you are a returning subscriber, you would know that I refinished this hutch. I painted the bottom and I sealed the top. We absolutely still love it. I do have the actual top piece to this hiding in my closet. And when we take it out, I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it the same wood color that the top is. I don't know. It depends on when we move in the future and we want to put it back on, all of the above. So there was a strip of wood that was basically blocking you from moving anything back. I think it was a placeholder for the actual top attachment piece. I took that off, and thankfully all of the nails came with it, because that would have not been fun if they didn't come out. So now I'm switching over to the island. I'm going to give this a nice wipe down before I go into anything else of the kitchen. I also wanted to leave this clip in too at regular speed, just so you can see, not everything is super fast. The way that we edit things here for YouTube is a lot different than what is actually happening, I should say. Not everything is quick. Everything happens at a slow pace, and that's why I wanted to leave this clip in, just so you can see, me taking my time, and I really did. Granted, it only took, less than a half an hour to do this, but still, it's one of those things that you don't realize and you don't put into perspective before you do it. I will say too, there is a round cutting board that is on one of my shelves next to the pantry. It ended up falling and it broke, and I was really sad about it because the brand that made it doesn't make those anymore. I'll have to go on Amazon and find something that's similar to it, because I really liked that cutting board. It was a gift from my husband, but Hearth and Hand doesn't make those round cutting boards anymore. It's okay. I'm not hurt by it. It's all good. It's just a materialistic item. I would be more hurt if something happened to my children. So here I am moving things around so I can get ready and get into sweeping and mopping the kitchen. I'm just going to use my Swiffer Wet Jet for today's video, just to make it easier on myself. I do love my O-Cedar mop. I have the dual chamber one where it separates the dirty water from the clean water. That is amazing. If you haven't upgraded to that one, I highly suggest you do. I think it's actually the same price as the other one. I'm not totally sure, but I got mine at Target, and my first O-Cedar mop I actually got at Walmart, and it was more expensive at Walmart than it was at Target when I bought it. I also at one point had the smaller O-Cedar mop, the little spray mop, but I didn't really like that because the chamber itself would leak, and I don't know why. I couldn't figure it out, and one of the pieces just never stayed in, so I just ended up getting rid of it. So even though it looks like I'm cleaning a clean house, you just saw all that dust that I picked up. There was a lot on the ground. Trust me, there was a lot. And having kids also, there's going to be a lot of stuff on the ground all the time. And even with my husband, even with my cat, she's messy and she knows it. Her food ends up everywhere on the floor, but it's okay. It's something that I take care of on a day-to-day basis, and I don't mind doing it because it's part of what I do to make sure that our spaces are maintained and cleaned. And I want to make sure that our home is not like spotless, not like, I mean, you could eat off the floor, that's how clean our apartment is, but I want it to be clean so we don't have an issue with living in it every day. Not like any of the, like, not bad mouthing any of the moms that do this on TikTok, but when their house is like super filthy and they video it and you can tell they haven't like done anything, or that's just them and then they clean their house. I can't live in a space like that. I can't do that to my children. That's not fair. I don't understand how people can live like that. It hurts my brain and thinking about how somebody can live like that. Anywho, I'm not going to talk about that anymore because it upsets me, especially when there's kids involved. So here I am actually wiping this wall. We wish that when they made these apartments that there was cabinetry on this side and there was an overhang into the living room, because that little space right there, that cutout, would have been perfect for bar stools, because it bumps, like, it's a weird bump out into our living room. I think when they designed it in a way, obviously furniture was a lot smaller when these apartments were built, but they just had it in mind that maybe it was just 2 people that lived here instead of 4, even though the maximum like occupancy for these apartments is 5, but in our apartment, because it's 2-bedroom. But people were smaller back then. They're not as big as they are now, so a lot of the things that are in apartments that you see that are on like the smaller scale, that are less than 900 square feet, like our apartment, I think was realistically only built for like 2 people. Anywho, that's a whole nother conversation in itself, because apartments are nuts. So this is going to wrap up me Swiffering, and yes, that is how disgusting my floor was. Just keep that in mind. Try and Swiffer or mop your floor multiple times within a week. I Swiffer my floor every other day because of people wearing shoes in the house and just things getting gross. That is my new bread box. I think I talked about it in a video. I just ordered that and it came in. I love it. It's a dual chambered bread box, and it also came with bread tongs, and I thought that was really cool because it didn't say it in the listing that it came with bread tongs, but it did. So now I'm wiping off the top of that, and I'm going to be fixing up our pantry, which was desperately in need to be fixed up because there was just stuff not like it, everything was disorganized, and I needed it to be in a more organized, it needed to be fixed. That's needless to say, that's what needed to happen.
Get to know you. I know you better. Want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
So this is actually a bookcase, but I got it for free from one of our friends, and the place she worked for was closing down one of their buildings, so she said, hey, I have this white bookshelf, do you want it? And I'm pretty sure it's because she was watching one of my videos and I talked about how I wanted a new pantry. It's when we had our old one, and it was just a very like slender and slim one. So she had this, and I love this because it has doors at the bottom. I wish there was doors at the top, but that's okay. Sometime in the future I will have a pantry where I can actually like shut it and you can't see any of the food. Or I'll just have a walk-in pantry. That would be amazing. But whatever I end up with is whatever I end up with. As long as it doesn't go back into my kitchen cabinets like it used to be, I will be all set and fine. So now this is what our pantry looks like. I was able to move down some of my cookbooks, and I was really happy about that. So I have more access to the smaller ones and the ones that I use more frequently than the other ones. So now back over to the stove. I'm going to give this a nice wipe down, and just there wasn't a lot that I needed to actually take care of on this side of the kitchen because I had already done the dishes, and I just needed to do a basic wipe down. That's all I really needed to do, and just make sure there wasn't any dust or debris or anything.
Running out of time, 'cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over. Now you got that something in the way you smile. I see that spark lights in your dark blue eyes, so I can't let you go.
So this is actually going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.
I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me.